Okay, so I thought I would give you guys an update on our entire garden. So at first, this is all just one big field full of weeds, and we have been bringing in loads of wood chips because we're going to do the back to Eden method. Well, we didn't get as many wood chips as we needed at first, so we put as many down as we can, and there's probably like 3 to 4 inches in some spots, and some spots like 6 inches. Anyways, it wasn't down as far, or hadn't been down as long enough as we thought it needed to break down, so we put those planter boxes in over there, temporary ones, and we filled them up with compost on top. They're just sitting on top of the wood chips as kind of an experiment to see how things would grow. So far things are going good. But let me back up. Over here is a mulberry tree that we planted just a couple months ago, and it already has a bunch of mulberries on it. This tree was already really big though when we bought it. We got it at Morris Nursery in Riverbank, so I think we're gonna actually get some fruit out of it this year, and I mean, at least if we can keep it from the birds, but it should be good. So then over here, also here right here is the potato plants that were growing in my compost pile, and they'd completely died back after I planted them, and then they came back like 2 weeks later. So, and this is just straight in the wood chips, so we'll see. It's just a little experiment to see how well they did. We'll do if they'll grow straight in the wood chips or not. And then this bed right here, I have all wildflowers growing. I just randomly sprinkled seeds. You can see I don't even know all the different kinds. I know that there's California poppies in here, but other than that I don't know. Besides these wildflowers, I have 2 artichoke plants growing. This is actually the artichoke. I had it in a pot at our old house, and then I gave it to my grandma when we moved. She had it out front, and it kept multiplying. Like, I've never grown artichokes other than when they were in that pot, so I don't know if this is normal, but it just keeps multiplying. And she wanted to plant a fruit tree, so she gave it back to me. So I divided it. Both of them were like that size over there, but this one obviously is doing much better. And then over here we have a black cherry tomato that I started from seed, Baker Creek, a bunch of red onions, a yellow squash, I forgot what variety. These are new tomatoes. I think this year it's like Dave's Crazy Berries or something like that is a variety, and they're supposed to produce like a bunch of yellow pear tomatoes in clumps. And then I have some Chinese spinach starting, some Rocky Mountain lettuce mix starting. I have some green onions right there that I regrew from store-bought green onions. These are green beans, climbing green beans. And then over here I have a watermelon. It's the Alibaba variety. It's supposed to be super sweet. I had another one planted over here from seed, but it died. So I'm hoping this one will survive a little better. Then I have 2 green bell peppers. That one that I just bought from the store. That's another one of those crazy tomatoes, the yellow pear ones. And I just have random marigolds intermixed. More red onions. These are ground cherries, which I've never grown. This will be my first year. I saw some little berries starting on here. There's some little flowers on them, but I also grew these from seed. So we'll see how those do. This is my son's garden bed, so he doesn't mess up mine. He can play in there. I think there's like screws and nails buried. More red onions. I have some zinnias in here randomly. Some pumpkin, another pumpkin down there. These are just 2 random varieties I got from the store. I think they're both Better Boy tomatoes. More red onions. Over here, these are sweet pimento peppers, these 3. I had 3 jalapenos over there, but that one's barely hanging on. The other 2 died. This one is an early girl tomato. I already have a couple tomatoes on here, I think you can see. Yeah, right there. So, living up to her name, Early Girl. First one with tomatoes. I have some corn and garlic over there. And then cucumbers. I have a apple cucumber, crystal apple cucumber. It's like about to die. I feel like it's turning super yellow. That cucumber's not doing well either. And then these two vines, eventually I'm gonna train them up on this trellis. And then over here I have some butternut squash in the corners. And then all throughout are potatoes. This is just leftover. Whenever we mow our grass, I have my husband put a big pile, and when it gets dry, I spread it as mulch. Because none of these beds are covered since we're waiting for all the wood chips to break down, so I've been using grass, which has been working out good. There's a little baby ladybug. So a few years ago when I first saw a bug like that, I was like, what the heck is that? It looked so weird to me. I did not know that was a baby ladybug. Then I Googled it, finally figured out it's ladybugs. So I left them. I stopped killing them. That was a while ago. But yeah, this bed is just full of potatoes, red and brown russet ones. And I tried to plant carrots over here. Only a few of them have popped up. So I'm going to have to replant these because not very many popped up. And then back here, fruit trees. We have them all the way down there, but we haven't got our wood chips that far yet. I think we've had 9 total truckloads, so we need to get a few more. But they look like they're doing good. This one is a Snow Queen Nectarine, has tons of fruit. I know I'm supposed to be thinning them, which I already have, but I just want to try and see what happens, you know, if I don't have to pick them all off the first year. And I have already been thinning it, but I'm going to leave more on here than I probably should just to see what happens. Back here is a jujube, and you can see little baby jujubes on here. This is its 2nd year, so it should have no problem. It produced last year too, and the fruits are pretty good. This is a yellow peach. I forget the July Alberta, that's the variety. And it has peach leaf curl. So I really need to take these fruits off, at least most of them. I've already started it a little bit. You can see here's one of the leaves that has it on it. I've been picking them and disposing of them. Here's another little bit. I pretty much picked all the leaves off already, but and then I hear every time it rains it gets more, and it's not supposed to be raining right now, but it keeps raining, which is unusual, at least the amount of rain that we've been getting at this time of year. In April it's usually done by now, but here's actually a good example of peach leaf curl right there. Can you see that? Yeah, so, and I guess you're supposed to spray the tree when it's dormant with copper fungicide, or I guess you could also try oregano oil mixed with water, so I think I'm going to try that before I do fungicide. Over here is a plum tree. Actually, that one's a pluot tree. This one's a plum tree, an Emerald Beauty yellow plum. This one's a white peach. I think it's like white Arctic. This one is a Fuji apple. It's looking pretty good. This is a Stella cherry tree. An apricot tree, I don't know the variety. It was shoot, like a little pup tree that was off my brother's apricot tree, which he doesn't know the variety because it was there when he moved in, so it's looking pretty good. This is a Gala apple tree, which I got from Costco for like $15, and I thought it was dead, but it just came alive with a little leaf, so I think we're good. And then these are 2 little pawpaw trees. Never had a pawpaw, but I want to try them, especially since they're native to America. I think I have a mango variety and a sunflower variety. Got them from Stark Brothers online. My uncle got them for my birthday, so that was cool. And then I got 3 avocado trees. I have this up because I'm going to put shade cloth over it. It's right there, but it was super windy, so I took it down. I have another one in the background, and then I have another one on the other side of this dirt hill, which is all shaded by this oak tree, because I hear they're super finicky and need a lot of shade, so hopefully that'll be good. And then last but not least, I have a pear tree, which was accidentally marked down at Osh, like 75% off, so I got it for like $2, which is awesome. And I don't remember the variety. I know it was an Asian pear of some sort. Let's see. 20th century pear. I gotta pick that leaf up. 20th century pear. So yeah, that's my update. It's April 22nd. Everything's looking good. I can't wait to try some things. Yeah, thanks for watching.